Hello, everyone, and welcome to Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse for CTN's live coverage of high school volleyball. Tonight, non-conference action between the Coon Rapids Cardinals and the Mounds Mustangs. Joe Young and Howie Shapiro sidelines for tonight's action. And Howie, I'm sure everybody is tuning in for this big special live CTN coverage of high school volleyball when the Vikings are playing the Packers to open the season.
The Vikings?
Exactly.
Oh, come on. Who else would want to watch this than the Vikings?
Everybody.
Absolutely.
Everybody is tuning in for this. And we will take a moment away as we get the national anthem and be back with starters and get this game underway. Second. Wow, do we have a show for you tonight?
Come out. Busy afternoon Monday for firefighters trying to contain several grass fires along.
This is going to be a very good and very close game.
Welcome to Sports Night. I'm Joe Young.
And I'm Howie Shapiro.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Talk of the Town.
Such a big event definitely needs a third man. Back on top. Back at Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse, and Howie, we talked a little bit before the game about this Coon Rapids team very early in the season, but a very young team that we're going to see tonight.
There are 5 sophomores on the team, 4 of which, Joe, are starters. So it is a young team, but it's kind of such a good program here. Of course, we'll talk more about Megan Lee as we go on, the head coach, but just a good, rich tradition of volleyball at Coon Rapids, and she's getting this program in the right direction.
Yeah, less than a week into this regular season for the Coon Rapids Cardinals. They opened with Maple Grove last Thursday, and then the Keller Classic here over the weekend, and now here against Moundsview. Moundsview has already played 10 matches.
They have, and they're an experienced club. They lost some starters, but they've got a good program always. But go back to that Keller Classic. Coon Rapids won their first game, which brought them into the top 8, but then they lost the last 3 of the next 3. So they finished in 8th place. But again, we'll go back to that youth. But when we see Moundsview, they've got a good team as well. They've got some good leaders on their team, good senior leadership as well.
Yeah, a lot of seniors on the roster for Moundsview. Off to a 6-4 start. Here is a look at your starters for the visiting Mustangs. Kayla Sowell in the middle. Jenna Temme, Laura Goebel, Kirsten Sorrow, Megan Laup, and Nora Maxwell. For Coon Rapids, Tori Crafty is the setter. Paige Jones, Megan Hayes, Alicia Reinhart, Angela Cook, and Katie Young. The starting 6 for the home team.
And there's head coach Tom Wieko, his 6th year as the head coach for Moundsview. Happens to teach at your alma mater, Joe Young, Southwest High. He's a Laker.
I got to kind of like him a little bit for that.
Head coach Megan Lee, of course, grew up here, played here at this program.
Set every conceivable offensive record for the high school program.
Yeah, she was an incredible volleyball player, and these young athletes are so fortunate to have her as a head coach. And also, obviously, Tim McLean, her father, has been coach for a great coach as well for many years now, helping with that program.
Number 10, sophomore Megan Hayes. Number 13, junior Alicia Reinhart.
You talked about the Viking game, and of course, this being the most important event in town this evening. Nice, not a bad crowd of students that turned out for this.
Well, and we've seen over the years a small but very loyal group of volleyball fans here. We got some characters over there sporting their hats and foam fingers and whatnot. There you go.
Now, we've been entertained. I mean, they've had much bigger crowds before at games, and perhaps if there wasn't a game tonight, we'd have a bigger crowd. But we've been entertained with cartwheels down the sideline there in front of the fans. It's been fun here. It's a great atmosphere.
Well, and good to see a lot of Cardinal athletes in that group over there.
And just for me, I understand they open the doors and let the cool air flow into this gym. It seems pretty comfortable for this time of year.
It's temperate.
Yeah, I like it.
As opposed to steamy hot as it typically is early in the year.
And they do have the new lights that are in the field house. I know there's they brought out the state championship baseball
I'm
banner.
looking for
They
it.
haven't hung it yet.
They
They unfurled it.
but they didn't
They
hang
have not hung it yet.
Because I'm looking over there, I see 1980, I see 1993.
Nope, it has not. It has not been put up yet. It will be, I'm sure, shortly. In fact, I thought for your contribution to this program, they were going to allow you to hang it,
Right.
providing you could reach the ceiling from the floor. I think that's what they were saying.
We all know the chances of that. But thank you for pointing it out again.
Absolutely. Well, this is a good test for Coon Rapids. We talked about just a little bit earlier about Mustangs with a pretty good history in volleyball the last few years.
Coon Rapids will have the first serve. Tori Crafty awaiting the go-ahead to get this match underway.
I think we're ready.
And this game is underway. Just kind of bumping it over was Goebel. Coon Rapids can't get it back across. First point of the night goes to Mounds View.
And you talked about earlier the fact this is now the 11th match that the Mustangs have played versus the Cardinals, who have this will be their 6th. So Mounds View has a little more experience this year under their belts at match play.
And then Goebel gives the point right back with a service into the net. And that'll put Katie Young at the service line.
The Cardinal flag is now in the house.
Attacking, and Coon Rapids got a piece of it. Give the kill to Jenna Tenney. Landed out of bounds, but the Cardinals got a finger on it. Service picked up by Young. Reinhardt on the attack. Nice dig. Coon Rapids sets up again. Reinhardt right down the middle. And no chance for Sottle to try and get there.
Oh, listen, Reinhardt at 6'3", Joe, is so dominant up front. See it again there. And she has got the ability here to take over this squad and really be that leader up front.
With a year of experience under her belt, certainly helps. That attack way long for Lauk. And Coon Rapids has its first lead of the game.
We talked about the youth on this team, and, you know, Reinhardt just a junior. So she will be back again for another year along
She
with
could
these
also put
sophomores.
on a couple more inches.
Yeah, she could.
I think she was listed at 6'1" or 6'2" last year.
Correct.
So a little bit taller, a little more mature. Quick attack is long for Sorrow.
We're kind of still waiting for that for you. A little bit taller, a little bit mature, a little more mature.
Yeah, I don't think we have a chance for me to get either more mature or certainly not any taller.
I agree.
And an ace for Alicia Reinhardt. It was misplayed off the serve. And 4 straight points for Coon Rapids. And we've talked about it in the past when we've done volleyball, of course. It's a game of streaks, especially since they instituted rally scoring a few years back. Big stuff up front by Paige Jones. Keeps the Cardinals' streak alive.
Well, you talk about they go in runs. You're right. And this is a watch again. Paige Jones with a huge block. Timed that one perfectly. And the Cardinals 5 points in a row, really on a nice little run.
Attacking on the left side. Lauk just pushes it over this time. Young sets. Jones left-handed and did get enough of an angle on it. And it'll be Mounds View serve. Bring in Jenny Kaczynski and Sarah Atkinson.
Well, Paige, another one of the sophomores on this starting squad for Coon Rapids. And really, they need the playing time. They need to develop the chemistry and get the experience with these matches.
Jones, another left-handed attack. Kaczynski went to the floor for the dig. And Atkinson tried to just tip it over. Didn't give it quite enough. And now we see Katie Kerfeld and Abby Boisjolet checking in for Coon Rapids.
A couple of the seniors on this squad. Bringing a little more experienced leadership to that court.
Attacking is Lauk, and she'll get the kill this time. Makes it 7-5.
Lauk's leading hitter in kills for this squad. They showed the authority there. She's able to get good leverage on that kill.
Boisjolet will pass this one over. Set in the middle. And Coon Rapids touched the net. Cut the lead to 1.
It's at 2, 7-5.
You're right.
Thank you.
Apologize.
No, no need for apology.
Maria Kubik stepping in, and she'll take over the serve now 8-5.
You're so rarely wrong, so don't have to apologize.
Thanks for that vote of confidence.
Absolutely.
Set to the near side. Nice save by Yanni. And Coon Rapids under the line, I guess you would say. Going under the net, getting across that line, and point to Mounds View. Served by Sorrow into the net. Point Coon Rapids.
Cardinals with a nice 9-6 lead so far early on in this first game.
Yanni serving, picked up by Lauk. On the attack and the kill for Atkinson. Early on, seeing a lot of movement. Maxwell and Tenney back onto the floor for the Mustangs. Kerfeld picked up the serve, played over by Young. Nice save. And put to the back line by Kerfeld, and it'll be a point for Coon Rapids.
Oh, it was such a nice play because she put it deep to the back line and really gave Mounds View very little chance to return that ball.
Kubik made a nice save to set up that point. Now Crafty serving again. Pushed over, Yanni in the back corner. Kubik. Reinhardt will play it over.
You see the tip there, just over the top of the net.
Nora Maxwell getting the point.
They awarded it to...
They say that she touched the net, and so it'll be Coon Rapids' point, 11-7.
After our officials conferred, decided to change, should be 11-8.
11-7.
11-7, I mean. Thank you.
And again, as Goebel got into the net. Attack picked up by Yanni, and a little bit too far into the net. A little too much on that pass to the front line.
It was a good confidence builder for this young team to get up early here at 12-8.
Yanni picks it up. Pushed over by Jones. The attack by Lauk, stuffed by Reinhardt. And now Reinhardt puts it to the floor.
Oh, nice touch by Reinhardt. Just put it to the right of the defender so she could not get an opportunity to play the ball back. And got the point, makes it 13-8 in favor of the Cardinals. And Mounds is going to call timeout, Joe Young.
Coon Rapids up by 5.
There's another look at that. Good block up front. And watch the nice little placement by Reinhardt right to where the defense was not.
Coach John Young sitting to our left trying to communicate to his players in attendance over there that they're supposed to be doing the cartwheels every time out.
Well, go show them how, Joe.
Yeah.
We've seen you do it.
I think Brian Adams was
He was
the champ
He was good.
at that.
Yeah, he was definitely very good.
We have no takers in the
Apparently not.
audience tonight to do the cartwheels. Katie Young will serve for Coon Rapids, up 13-8. Lauk couldn't get it around the post. And Coon Rapids now a 6-point lead, its biggest lead of the game.
Well, the Mustangs called that break, and Cardinals come out and get that first point right after the break.
Picked up by Goebel. Played over and long by Kruger. And the lead goes to 7. Attack in the middle, stopped up by Reinhardt. Goebel able to put it over, but too many touches on the Mounds View side, and it's the Cardinals 16 and the Mustangs 8.
Head coach Wico doesn't like the call, looking to the officials for some sort of an appeal, but he's not going to get that granted.
Lauk attacking, got past the block. Jones and Reinhardt were both there. Jones got a finger on it, but Lauk gets the kill and ends that streak for Coon Rapids. Sawtell serve. Set got over a little bit.
They're going to say hit the net, and I think
Lauk is
I think
maybe
she came-
twisted an ankle,
Yeah.
came down on a foot, and that's dangerous.
yeah, that is dangerous. We've seen that happen in this gym before. We just hope she's okay.
Lauk, the big hitter for the Mustangs, and Reinhardt, the big blocker for Coon Rapids, up at the net at the same time.
Just trying to put some weight on it, see if she can
Lauk
play. She's going to have to come out.
touch the net.
She's walking pretty much on her own power. That's good to see. Gets a nice round of applause from the crowd.
A little ginger on that left
Yeah.
ankle, though.
And that takes a big weapon out of lineup for the Mustangs.
And an illegal rotation for Mounds View. And we've seen a lot of points on small stuff.
Yes, on miscues and
On
things like that.
touching the net, going under both sides.
Yep.
And one here on the bad rotation. Makes it an 18-9 lead for the Cardinals. And a tough job to save that one. That one got in tight on Fertig. And it'll be an ace for Alicia Reinhardt, her second of the match.
A 10-point lead for Coon Rapids here in the first game. They've really controlled this the first game. And we talked about confidence, Joe, and I think it really builds a lot of confidence coming out and dominating in the first game. Big
stuff on the other side. Able to get it to the floor, though, is Fertig and get the point for Mounds View.
Makes the score 19-10 in favor of the Cardinals.
Jenny Kaczynski to serve for Mounds View. And a nice serve right at the feet of Katie Young gets her an ace.
It's tough. That's tough to make the adjustment on that. You're right. A nice serve, get a lot of power on it, and right at the feet makes it difficult to dig that one out.
Nice save by Hayes. Attack by Jones. And another kill.
Well, so after giving up a couple of points, they came back and got the kill to get not only the point, but the serve back.
Well, and how often have we seen a left-handed attacker
with
that much power?
Not very often, and that's it's an adjustment for teams to make it the net, and that's a good weapon to have.
Yeah, absolutely. Boisjolet back in. She'll serve for the Cardinals. Kaczynski sets. Atkinson was able to get it through the block. Kerfeld attacking, but wide. Point for Mounds View.
She hit that one a little bit, looking to drive that. Kind of got the end of the ball a little bit and put it out.
Fertig serve picked up by Young. Boisjolet. Kerfeld stuffed by Atkinson.
That was a nice block by Atkinson to make sure that her team got that point.
Yanni picks it up. Another stuff by Atkinson.
Cardinals are going to call. Yep. And that was a nice couple of points for the Mustangs. They will take advantage of some size at the net. Atkinson with a couple of nice blocks back to back on them, a couple of points, and they've cut the lead to 6. 2014. Cardinals were controlling it 20 to, I believe it was 20 to 9.
Nope. 20 to 11.
11, I'm sorry.
So three straight
points.
Three straight points. That's still the longest streak of the game thus far for Mounds View. Trying to fight back here in game number 1 and keep the Cardinals from getting any further out in front.
Well, I think this is a good timeout for Coon Rapids. You have a young squad. You want to settle them down a little bit. You had a lead.
I love the flag running around.
I do as well.
Especially since the guy running has to, every 3 steps has to stop and pull his pants back up. Although I'll admit, I would find a little more humor if the pants went all the way down and he tripped and splayed out on the floor.
He may not find that
on
much
live
humor.
Television.
No.
I don't think his parents would find it that amusing. Well, maybe they would.
Maybe they would.
I don't know. Yanni picks up the serve, the set. The attack right to the corner for Megan Hayes.
And that's a big point for Coon Rapids because they came back and they stopped that little bit of a run by Mounds View, able to get the big kill, which fires them up and puts the score at 21-14.
And just like that, Megan Hayes gets her first kill of the night and then gets a breather as Maria Kubik comes back in. Goebel stuffed at the line. That was Angela Cook and Katie Kerfeld.
Huge block.
Not sure which one got it, but I think Cook got the block. Atkinson attacking but long. And it's 23-14 in favor of the home team. Right at the back line is Kruger. Goebel. Nice save by Yanni. Young plays it over. Ooh, nice quick set and a good kill for Kirsten Sorrow.
Yeah, it was a nice plan, and as you mentioned, a great set, and Sorrow able to get in with authority get that kill. 23-15.
Sorrow just a freshman. On the service line, Young picks it up. She'll get the pass back. Her attack just inside the back line. And it's game point for Coon Rapids.
Oh, great placement. I think if Reinhardt now comes in up front, see if she can put it away.
Yanni's serve drops over. Nice save by the Mustangs. Pushed right back over by Beaujolais. Here comes Goebel, and she finds the floor. Back into the game, and at the service line is Nora Maxwell. Picked up by Kubik. Kerfeld will play it over. Goebel drops it right into the middle of the Coon Rapids defense.
Great placement again by Goebel. Able to get it up and over. As you mentioned, right in the little hole in that defense. They've cut the lead to 7. More importantly,
Reinhardt attacking. Nice save there by Fertig. Goebel stopped at the net by Kerfeld, and Coon Rapids has the victory.
Nice win for Coon Rapids. Again, talked about their youth. They start off winning that first game. That's big confidence for this Cardinal squad.
And they did it by putting together some impressive runs, and they hope that they can continue in game 2, which we will have for you live on CTN when we return. You're watching high school volleyball on CTN.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sports Night. I'm Joe Young.
And I'm Howie Shapiro. Welcome, everybody.
This is your ticket behind the scenes of Coon Rapids sports. Joe Young and Howie Shapiro here to tell you that CTN...
They continue on in their schedule.
Sports night. Sports night.
Sports night.
Sports night. Sports night.
Sports night.
Sports night.
Sports night.
Sports night. Sports night. Sports night.
Sports night.
Sports Night is next. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sports Night. I'm Joe Young.
And I'm Howie Shapiro.
Back at Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse, the Cardinals with a great start in this non-conference match against Mounds View. Put together a couple of nice runs. Alicia Reinhardt getting a couple of kills and a couple of aces in that first game. Was at the line for one of the Cardinals' first big streaks, helped them get out in front. And then a number of blocks, 3 stuff blocks for the Cardinals in that game. A lot of miss hits on both sides of the ball. And the Cardinals come out victorious, 25-17 the final.
Now you look at the stats, the final stats, couple of aces for Coon Rapids. Look at the kills in relation to the score. 7 for Mounds View and 5 for the Cardinals. Cardinals took advantage. We talked about some weird things happening in this game under the net and illegal rotation.
Yeah, and remember, those stats completely unofficial because I'm doing my best, but I really don't know that much about this game.
There's head coach John Young, and he knows a lot about the game he coaches. Tough loss the other night for the Cardinals football program. One I'm sure he's ironing out all the situations that went awry in that game.
Well, and the toughest thing I think for the Cardinal football team about that loss is, obviously it's still early in the season, but now they need someone else to beat Anoka.
Right.
They still have a chance to beat the other 2 teams on top. Blaine and...
It was big. It was a big game.
Blaine and who else is undefeated?
It's not Andover. Is it Osseo?
That attack is out. No, Blaine beat Osseo.
Blaine beat Osseo, so I think it's... I think Elk River win? I'm not sure if...
Yep,
so then it's Elk River.
Right.
Yep.
But Blaine, who the Cardinals have coming up this week, there's an ace for Goebel. As Mounds View starting out with a little streak here in game number 2, gets the first 2 points.
Well,
Blaine, who the Cardinals go to play next week, coming off a huge victory, 52-7 over Park Center. That one into the net and give it right back.
People are probably looking at me and think I'm reading the paper.
Well, here's...
I was just looking up I had taken it out for next week.
I wonder how the Park Center football team is feeling.
Yeah, so Blaine Anoka.
They've been outscored 100-7 in their first 2 games.
Yep.
Cardinals dive to the floor but can't keep it up. Kayla Sottle will get her first kill and get the ball right back for Mounds View.
I think if you're giving up 100 points in 2 games, you got to work on your defense just a little bit. Back to volleyball.
And another ace. They had just one ace in the first game. They have 2 already here. And a quick 4-1 lead. Jones attacking, picked up. We see that Lauk is back in the lineup. That's good news for the Mustangs. And here she is poking it over, right back to the floor by Reinhardt.
A good rally there and a nice play by Reinhardt to get that point for the Cardinals, Joe. But you see
that was Paige Jones.
Oh, that was Paige Jones. Yeah, look from our angle originally, it looked like Reinhardt, but in the replay it was Paige.
And see, this is why I think I'm not so sure about my stats, because I don't have her with the stuff block at all in that first half, or that first game. Reinhardt, that is. Here's Reinhardt attacking down the middle. Nice attempt by Maxwell, but a kill for Reinhardt.
Yeah, and the power behind that kill was so important because it didn't allow the Mustangs to return it or get anything on it to try and dig it out.
And it's back to a 1-point game. Katie Young at the service line. Lauk attacking left side. Great save by Yanni, and a kill for just a left-handed helper shot for Alicia Reinhardt to tie this one up.
Well, it all started with that dig. What a great dig that was. And then what a nice little touch to that shot. You're going to see the dig right there. Beautiful. And then a little touch shot to the far corner.
And a great diving save there by Sorrow to keep this one in play. And that one was off a fingertip. Give a point to the Cardinals. They take the lead here for the first time in game number 2.
Well,
Alicia Reinhardt immediately appealed to both judges that a Mounds View player had gotten a finger on it. Goebel pushes it over. Young there to set. And another kill for Reinhardt. That's her 4th kill in this second game. She only had 2 in the first, according to my stats.
Well, after falling behind 4-1, Cardinals doing a great job of getting back into this game and now into the lead by 2 at 6-4.
Goebel picks up the serve. Sorrow's attack. Yanni the save, and I think she was passing it to you, Shapiro.
Yeah, but she'd be disappointed in the return if she was passing it to me, because it would probably go back to me.
Well, actually, it would need to go back out on
I know, but it would probably.
and-
Yeah, I know, but my return instead of going forward would probably go backward. Is what I was trying to say.
That wouldn't help them.
It wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. Not at all.
Jones will play it over, picked up by Kaczynski. Here's Sorrow to attack in the middle, stuffed by Reinhardt. Played back over. Hayes just couldn't quite get the angle on that one, played it into the net, and we're tied at 6 apiece.
Well, the Mustangs doing a good job after getting down by 2, coming right back and tying it up.
Kaczynski will get the ace as Young kind of misplayed that one. Yanni in the corner. Here's Hayes attacking. Too long.
Oh, no. Cardinals with a point.
There was a miscue of some sort. An illegal sub or something. I'm not quite certain, but we've got 7-7 on the scoreboard, and Coon Rapids serve it. Hayes attacking again, and she'll get the kill. That one right at Lauk. And
nice.
nothing she could do with it in on her hands.
Yeah, that would have been a very difficult one to get any sort of return on. Nice job by Hayes.
And now Reinhardt at the service line. Mustangs poke it over. Jones stuffed by Sorrow. Pretty impressive play from the Mustang freshman. Oh, what? Oh, did it go out?
Yeah, oh yeah, it went out.
Oh, the block
on the side, yep.
Ah, so that's a kill for Jones. And not a block for Sorrow. Nice save.
Great save.
And the kill by Atkinson.
Atkinson able to get some nice placement on here, and is it right to the back line?
Served by Lauk into the net, gives the ball back to Coon Rapids with a 2-point lead. Kerfeld and Boisjolet checking in.
I think we have a little visitor behind us.
Boisjolet's serve picked up by Lauk. Sorrow on the attack, finds the floor.
Nice job by Sorrow to get the point. Cuts the lead to 1. There he is. We have a little visitor. Yeah, you're on TV. It's pretty cool, huh? There you are. That's you. Yeah. He just asked if you'd do a little better job, Joe.
People have been asking for years. Kerfeld, a nice strong attack. Nice save, but they can't get it back over. Kaczynski came flying out on the near side.
Big point for Coon Rapids. Puts them up by 2.
Kerfeld there, nice save.
Great save.
Played over by Atkinson. Boisjolet will set it for Kerfeld. Lauk, Atkinson, and over by Sautel. Young stuffed. Nice save by Boisjolet on the floor. Pushed over and too long by Goebel.
Boy, nice rally by both squads, Joe, and then go a little bit long. Cardinals come away with the point.
Boisjolet was already on the floor for that last one and just kind of stuck out an arm and kept it up. The Cardinals poke it over, and then Goebel's play is too long. Sato stuffed at the line. And a timeout by Mounds View, trailing by 4.
Yeah, an important game for the Mustangs, Joe. They've already dropped the first one. They really need this one to stay in this contest. Oh, we've got some somersaults going. You saw the replay there. A little half-hearted nonetheless, but.
That I don't think counts. That's a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. It was a little dizzy, too.
That's better than I could do.
Well, you know, and
much,
I've been waiting to see that, though. I know you've been talking about how good you are at those.
Right. You and I after the match.
We'll have a somersault off.
No, that's a cartwheel.
I mean, a cartwheel. Well, we could do somersaults because I don't think I could do a cartwheel.
So does that mean I could win with one cartwheel?
You might be able to. Well,
that would be cool. I think I'm just going to turn over my headphones to our young associate here. And
now that would be must-see TV. There he is.
There he is.
Very nice. He's an intern here at CTN.
Unpaid, of course.
Well, yeah.
As we all are. But served by Kubik as we get back to action. The attack. Oh, what a save by Yanni, but it's all for naught. It's a good, strong attack by Atkinson. And this time the timeout works for the Mustangs as they get the point. First point afterwards. 13-10 as Maxwell serves. Young attacking. Picked up by Lauk. Goebel. Nice save by Yanni. Boisjolet. Kubik plays it high, over, but out.
Yeah, it was a good try by Kubik, but it would have been a great save if she was able to keep it in play.
Service is out. And now Michelle Yanni to serve. Boisjolet, I don't think, agreed with the call on the carry. But it's a point for Mounds View nonetheless. 14-12 now here in game number 2. Goebel serving. Reinhardt attacking. And a nice save by Sottle. Goebel pushes it over. Kerfeld able to get it through the defense and get the kill.
15-12 Coon Rapids. A couple of substitutions coming in for the Cardinals.
Tori Crafty and Paige Jones back onto the floor. Both sophomores. We've talked about that strong sophomore class. That attack just got through the block. Young attacking. Lauk sets it, gets it back, stuffed by Reinhardt. At least I think that was Reinhardt.
Yeah, that was Reinhardt.
Last time I marked down a block for Reinhardt, it turned out to be Jones.
Oh, nice recovery there for the Cardinals.
Nice save.
Well,
and then
I think it was a little miscommunication there of who's going to go after that ball. Cuts the lead 16-13.
my brother's calling. I'm sure to talk about the Vikings game, which...
Oh, I've had 2 calls. I've had 2 calls and a text since we started this game, so
Big kill for Reinhardt.
17-13 now in favor of Coon Rapids.
Well, and one of your texts was from your nephew, who's
in
a big
Milwaukee.
Big Packer fan. And if my brother calls to talk football, it means that something is not going well.
Oh, that's not good.
But I don't want to know.
I don't want to know either. I do, but I don't.
Nice save by Yanni. Reinhardt attacking in the middle. Goebel able to pick it up. Played over. Jones just went up and took that one as it came over. And makes it a 5-point lead for the Cardinals.
Yeah, big point to get to 18.
Young serve picked up by Goebel. Nice attempt at the save, but Tenney will get the kill. Yanni not afraid to throw her body to the floor. There's no question about that. Yanni, a junior, but a second-year captain.
Now they've got a few players that have had some varsity experience from last year, as young as they are.
Played over by Crafty. Cardinals easily picked that one up. The stuff on Reinhardt's attack. And then the set, no one was there, but the carry called on Jones anyhow.
That makes it 18-15. Still a 3-point lead for Coon Rapids.
Yanni near the back line, just punched over by Crafty. The attack right to the corner by Kristen Sorrow.
Yeah, Sorrow with a beautiful placement to the corner for the point to cut it to 2. Mounds View needs to come back here. Coon Rapids can take a timeout, and I think a pretty good timeout at that, Joe. Again, we talked about a young squad. Sometimes you need to settle them down a little bit, and that's what Coach Megan Lee is going to do.
Yeah, game of streaks.
There is somersaults. That's the one I'm good at.
It's the side salt. But I tell you what, it's still plenty to get you awfully dizzy.
Right into the. There we go.
He's still going.
Well, you got.
He's a gamer.
He is a gamer. He brought his A game. That's how he rolls, though.
It takes some bravery.
Yeah, it does. There's no doubt.
Back to action with Kaczynski serving for the Mustangs. They've cut the lead back to 2. Yanni picks it up in the corner. Reinhardt attacks and kills.
And they needed that point. They needed to get breaking the scoring. Get that serve back.
Unofficially, I have Alicia Reinhardt for 6 kills in this game. You remember Cardinals had 5 kills total in game number 1. Trelly Brown back onto the floor for Coon Rapids.
When that's the area, too, you pick up your game in the second game, and the Cardinals looking to try and go up 2-0. 6 points away. You have to just keep the momentum going forward.
Sorrow having a nice game for the Mustangs. Gets the ball right back. Reinhardt will check out and get a breather. Ferdig serving. Young there. And that pass a little off the mark by Crafty.
Well, that's going to cut it
it's
to
a one-point game.
Mounds taking advantage, getting a couple of points back. Trying to stay in this second game.
Yanni picks it up. Jones attacking. Nice save by Kruger. Pushed over by Kaczynski. Rapids sets up Brown. And in at the back line.
And Coach Wico does not agree with that.
He does not agree.
He's
and
not
that
happy.
was very close.
Yeah, that was very close. Let's take another look at that as we're going to see the kill. We'll see if it hits the line. Well, I think Cardinals got a little home cooking on that one.
Possibly. But the line is in.
Yes, I understand that.
But I don't know that it.
I think it was beyond the line.
I think it was. Brown pushes it over this time, and she gets on the floor and gets 2 quick kills. And it's a 21-18 Coon Rapids lead.
A big point for Coon Rapids.
Well, and that call was huge because it was the difference between 2018 or 19 all. Sorrow is very good.
Yep.
21-19.
And as a freshman, that makes it even that much better. Good composure.
Yeah,
they
don't have the height listed on the Mounds View roster, but she's got to be 5'9", 5'10", I would imagine. Coon Rapids played over. No, Mounds View played over the net, and it'll be a Coon Rapids point.
That makes it 22-19 in favor of the Cardinals.
Maria Kubik checks back in.
We're going to get a timeout for Mounds View now. Talk about things. 3 points away from a winner are the Cardinals at 22-19. Coach Tom Wico wants to talk and settle his squad down.
And a wise timeout because they cannot allow Coon Rapids to go on a run here at all, and they need to certainly eliminate mental mistakes and not give away any points. It's one thing when the Cardinals are getting points like this from their big hitter in Alicia Reinhardt. But when you give away the points, especially at this juncture in the game, it would very bad.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, Blair Townsend doing the spin.
Hope he didn't have a big dinner.
Now, see, I'm not nearly as impressed by the spinning as I am the rolling and the cartwheeling, but good footwork from the Cardinal quarterback.
Absolutely. Maybe it's something they do in practice. It's a drill.
No, I want to see him walk a straight line when he finishes that, though. Of course, we were watching Alicia Reinhardt highlights, so didn't get a chance to see any of that, but Kubik serving. Coon Rapids up 22-19. Nice save by Yanni near the back line. Yanni will play it over. Kaczynski is there. Atkinson sets. And
on the net.
Sottle went to attack and touched the net. And that's exactly what we were talking about, how you can't have those mistakes and give up critical points here when you're trailing late in the game. Set goes to Goebel on the left side. Nice save by Beaujolais. Young attacking. Nice stuff by Sottle.
Yeah, very nice up front.
There's a nice attempt at the recovery by Young and then went to the floor, but played out of bounds. Young will pop it over. Kruger keeps it up. Goebel attacking. Stuff by Jones. Or is that Kerfeld over there? I think that's Kerfeld. It is. But then Mounds View able to find a hole in the defense for the point.
Yeah, it's a nice point because it looked like the Coon Rapids was going to get a good job by the Mustangs to keep that ball alive, and they get the point and cut it to 2.
Maxwell's serve picked up by Kubik. And that play is out of bounds, and it's a 1-point game.
I was going to say,
and
I was
Coon Rapids timeout.
Waiting for that timeout. It's a good call by head coach Megan Lee. Talk about settle this young squad down.
I'm not
cut it to 1.
I'm still not quite certain what to call, because I so want to call her Megan McLean.
I agree.
You're doing a nice job of keeping me on track.
I tried to. And considering it's right in front of me right here.
Yeah,
so.
She did indeed get married in the past off season. And
now, see, Joe, you could do that.
Yeah, maybe 1.
No, I bet you could do 5.
I'll bet I could probably do 5. 5 clappers?
Yep.
Marine push-ups?
Yep. I bet you could do 5.
I might.
You might hurt yourself, but I bet you could do 5.
I bet I could do.
We'd have to put you on the IR.
Yeah. Maxwell to serve again. The Mustangs trying to tie this one up at 23. Yanni passes it back over. Maxwell slammed it back down, but the Cardinals play it back over. And there is a kill down the line for Jenna Tenney.
And that's a lot of confidence now back on the side of the Mustangs. They've tied it up. They knew they were close to facing elimination.
Yanni is there. Young attacking. And she will get the kill as that was headed right for the corner, and then Kruger couldn't keep it up. And now it is game point for the Cardinals.
And they see right off her fingers. And a big point for Coon Rapids, game point.
Yanni's serve, Kruger, the back line. And Tenney didn't get the angle on it and immediately knew. And that is game, Coon Rapids.
Nice game for Coon Rapids. And Mustangs made a nice comeback, but Cardinals able to hold on and get that 2-0 lead, Joe Young.
And they will head to game number 2, looking to make it a clean sweep. We'll be back to Roger E. Carlson. You're watching live high school volleyball on CTN. The second season starts right now. Wow, do we have a show for you tonight?
Busy afternoon Monday for firefighters trying to contain several grass fires along.
This is going to be a very good and very close game.
Welcome to Sports Night. I'm Joe Young.
And I'm Howie Shapiro.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Talk of the Town.
Such a big event definitely needs a third man. Back at Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse, Coon Rapids up 2-0, a 25-23 win in Game 2. It looked like they might be able to run away with this victory early on. They were playing very well. They got out, I think, as far as 5 or 6 points at some point in the middle there. Alicia Reinhardt, really a fantastic Game 2. But Mounds View, the Mustangs charge back and make it a game at the end, and then the Cardinals able to get those final 2 points after Mounds View tied it at 23-all. And Coon Rapids now looking to finish off a sweep in Game 3.
14 kills, much better for Coon Rapids in that second game than the 5 in the first.
Well, both
but
teams,
6
I think,
blocks up front. That's big. That is big. But yeah, both teams
played
12 kills in the second game for the Mustangs.
Well, and
7 in the first, I think.
Yep, and I think we just saw a much cleaner game in Game 2. Fewer mistakes. There were still several mental mistakes, but not as many going either way.
No, and you're right though, and that was a big game for the Coon Rapids Cardinals because it gave them an opportunity.
Yeah,
now
there are
to come
people
out
who pay
control.
big money to have their hair done like that, and my man's getting it done for free at the ball game. Well, maybe it's not.
I don't know.
But I kind of like the fro he was sporting during
I do.
during the anthem. He has some of the front that's done, and then it was kind of just sprayed out the back. It looked good. I liked it. I'm kind of a crazy hair guy
You
myself.
are. Well, you know, we have video to prove that too. Actually,
crazy hair guy.
yeah, we do actually.
That's a
I know
long
exactly
time ago.
where it is.
Yeah, there's actually pictures to prove it. When in my high school years, I had really crazy hair. Goebel's attack picked up. Jones's attack picked up the other way. Goebel now from the left side, right in on the back line, and starts Mounds View off with the first point of Game 3.
Nice placement by Goebel to get it to the back line. Mounds View started out 4-1 in that second game.
The attacking kill for Katie Young gets it right back to 1-all.
Good authority at the net from Katie Young.
Now, did one of her sisters wear number 17? I don't remember what numbers they were.
I bet we could find the answer to that somewhere here tonight, but I don't remember as well. I don't remember what I had for breakfast.
Well, and it has been 4 years. Talking to Greg Young before the game, and the twin sisters, the oldest of the Youngs, seniors now in college, playing their final year of college.
God, we're old.
Volleyball, yeah. Sottle got the kill, but then her first serve into the net, and it's even up at 2 apiece. Yeah, it was interesting. Greg said, and I might get the names backwards, but he said Katie looks like Krista, and their youngest daughter, who is now in 8th grade, looks more like Jennifer.
Okay.
To which I said, Krista and Jennifer are twins, and the only time we could tell them apart is when they had numbers on their jerseys.
Exactly.
And a miscue on the Cardinals side of the net gives a point to Mounds View. Nice stop at the line by Sorrow. And then Mounds View able to pick it back up, and Coon Rapids a little miscommunication. And Mounds View with an early 4-2 lead here in game number 3.
Well, a great dig by Yanni as well, but Cardinals couldn't get the point. As you mentioned, 4-2 lead in a very important game.
And that service is long for Kaczynski. Boisjolet serving for Coon Rapids, picked up by Kruger. Sorrow attacking down the middle, and
big pressure in the middle for Sorrow.
This kid is going to be good.
Yeah, she definitely is going to be very good as a freshman. This is incredible. She's got such poise at the net.
And she put that one right where there was no chance for any Cardinal to get to it. Now Fertig fires up the ace. And Mounds View has equaled its largest lead of the night at 3 points here, 6-3. They were up by 3 early in game number 2. That one misplayed. And now 7-3 in favor of the Mustangs.
Well, and the Mustangs need this kind of a run, Joe.
Coon Rapids has done a really nice job of keeping them from getting any really long streaks. Poked over by Hayes, but her momentum carried her into the net. And it'll be a 5-point Mounds View lead. Poked over by Kerfeld. That one tipped at the net by Brown, and Cardinals can't keep it off the floor.
Cardinals
and a timeout early. Yeah, now down by 6.
Well, yeah, and they need a timeout here at this point because they know that this if they get their game back, they can. If they win this game, the match will be over. But obviously, Mounds View doing their best to make sure that doesn't happen. So it's a good timeout by Coach Lee.
Sports Night live Tuesday night this week, and then we return to our regularly scheduled broadcast live every Monday night.
Our first Sports Night live, though, this of the new season in studio. Before we were at the football
You got that
field.
all written and set up for us?
I did 2 weeks ago.
Good job.
It's all ready to go, Joe Yund.
So I don't have to do anything. Just
I'll be
show
there about
up.
7:25.
Okay. It's nice of you to do all the work each week.
Well, yeah, it's it's all, at least I can do for you. All I do is think of you. I want to make sure you look good.
Amy Fertig set to serve for the Mustangs, leading 9-3 here in game number 3, hoping to avoid the sweep. That one out of play.
An important point for Coon Rapids. They get the point. They stop that run, and now they just have to go on a run of their own to climb back in. Only down by 5. Plenty early in this third game at 9-4.
Attacking is Goebel. Young was there. Boisgelet. And some miscommunication, and the Cardinals play it out.
That time, a couple players not sure who was going to hit it. By that time, it was tough to make a good shot.
Brown attacking and gets the kill.
Nice job by Trelly Brown up front.
She's seen some limited time in this game. She's a senior, but 6-footer. And she's been productive in the limited time she has been on the floor. Ooh, big collision by Kaczynski and Goebel both go down. Yeah, that one was just set up for Sottle.
Perfect.
She nailed it. Back to a 6-point lead at 11-5. And Jenny Kaczynski retying the shoe.
Got to have the laces tight. That's important. I saw you on the court earlier.
Well,
Penny Loafers trying to.
It was a little scary when she and Goebel collided, because you'd hate to see something like that result in an injury to anyone, but certainly to one of your top players.
Yep.
Nora Maxwell to serve now, up 11-5. Yanni near the back line, Young, and played over by Reinhardt. Attack and a kill for Tenney.
And the Mustangs are controlling here in game 3. They don't want their night to end this quickly.
Yanni near the back line. Kerfeld passes it over. Young gets the kill. That will end the streak. Jones and Crafty back in.
And Crafty with the serve.
Kruger picks it up. Tenney unable to get on top of that one that time. Cardinal fans coming to life. Goebel there to pick it up. They'll set it back to her. Got it through the block attempt. Set goes to Young. Bounced it off the top of the net and to the floor. Her 5th kill of the night.
A couple big points for Coon Rapids, cutting the lead to 4. Nice play at the net, getting that point. Keeping this mini run going. Good authority there. No chance for a return for the Mustangs. Not sure who called the timeout. I think the official called the timeout. But.
And I saw her explaining something to Megan Lee, coach of the Cardinals, and it will be charged to Coon Rapids. Although certainly a better timeout at this point for Mounds View, as Coon Rapids had a 3-point streak going.
Now they're doing something you and I could do, Joe, which we have at occasion at the office. They'll play a little
especially
leapfrog.
when there's just one donut left.
Yeah. I saw you doing it by yourself the other day.
It's tough to leapfrog on your own. I leaped and then just waited.
You waited for about an hour, I think, wouldn't you?
I was waiting, and nobody
wanted to leap you.
Nobody ever wants to play with me.
Well, we went through this on Friday night. We understand why.
I don't remember. And I don't think I want to.
Yeah, I don't want to bring it up again.
Tori Crafty serving, drops it in. Kruger, a nice save just before it got to the floor. Goebel attacks. Yanni is there, Crafty, and now Yanni to play it over. Kruger. And here's the set to Goebel. Reinhardt pokes it over. Goebel attacking, stuffed, but able to pick it back up. And that one was outside the. I thought one of her earlier attacks was on this side of the post, but was wrong. Cardinals able to cut the lead a little further now, 3 points.
Well, they're chipping away at it, doing a good job of that.
Sottle just saves that one over, and then a big block on Reinhardt. And another one. Sottle. Great job keeping Mounds View in this point. And now attacking and getting the kill. And that point was all Kayla Sottle.
Yeah, she's very strong at the net by Kayla Sottle. Doing a good job of controlling up front with the block and then the initial kill.
And should be a Coon Rapids point, but they're going to give Mounds View point. It went out, it was touched by a Mounds View player last on top of the net. Reinhardt's attack picked up, attacks again, and this time it'll find the floor.
That's another big point. Get within 4, 14-10.
Megan Hayes will come in for Maria Kubik. Young serve picked up. Stopped at the net by Reinhardt. Goebel plays it over. Set for Reinhardt. Stuffed by Sottle.
What a nice move at the net again by Sottle. She times that so perfectly.
Reinhardt attacking from the right side and wide on the far side. And back to a 6-point lead for the Mustangs. Yanni goes to the floor to pick it up. Hayes mistimes the swing. And it's 17-10.
Cardinals losing a little concentration here in this third game.
Nice save by Young. Hayes attacks. Goebel is there. And Tenney getting the kill. 18-10.
Well, now I'm getting another call, and this is from a buddy that doesn't call me that often if at home at night, so there's something not good.
Or really good.
Oh, maybe really good.
I'm going with the probably not so good. Reinhardt's attack stopped up, punched over by Crafty. Attacking is Tenney. Here's Reinhardt again. Goebel, a nice save. And the Mustangs able to work it back over. Hayes will get the kill.
That cuts it to 18-11.
And Coon Rapids in desperate need of a run right now. With Reinhardt at the service line. Cardinals able to keep it up at the line, play it over. Attacked by Tenney, and she gets the kill.
Mustangs playing with so much more authority in this third game than are the Cardinals. They're really taking control here in a very important game for them, obviously.
And they're doing so without, I don't think Lauk has been on the floor at all here in game 3. Hopefully that, nice job by Yanni to just sit down and get out of the way of that serve. And here come the Cardinals, a fan favorite, Carolyn Egan. They've been asking for her all night. Now she's on the floor. A big smile on her face. Boisjolet's serve picked up by Kruger. Quick set and is stuffed at the line by Brown. And that one played long. Jessica Bergman on the attack for the Mustangs. Sorrow couldn't get the angle on it. That one was in real tight on that right corner.
Mounds is going to call a timeout.
Don't want Coon Rapids to chip into their lead anymore. Oh, Lauk has the ice bag on the ankle. Certainly hope that injury from the first game is not too serious.
Yeah,
ankle injuries are always scary.
Well, yeah, and her evening's done.
And she had come back after and tested it out, but apparently a little too painful to continue. And we wish her the best. The student fans and the parent fans having a little battle who can make the most noise.
Yep.
I like they got a good atmosphere here. It's not a huge crowd, but
it's always been a good atmosphere here during volleyball.
It's a fun group. Served by Boisjolet. Kruger is there. The set. And the attack is wide for Ferdig.
Our Cardinals are mounting a comeback down by 4.
Nice save. Brown puts it back over. Great save. Brown puts it over again. Comes Ferdig, and she carried it. No. Wait.
I'm not sure what that was.
Coon Rapids into the net.
Yep. That'll make it 20-15. Big point for Mounds View. Stop that little run by Coon Rapids, try and get back into this contest. Cardinals need to get the point and get the serve back.
Hayes pushes it over. Nice save by Ferdig. Just barely getting it over was Bergman. Hayes attacking in long. That one's into the net.
Makes it 21-16.
Ashley Peterson checking in. I believe this might be her first action of the evening. And she gets the ace.
Nice ace. Good time to get it. Pushes the lead.
That's a great looking serve, too. It just absolutely torpedoed once it got over the net.
Maybe she's the specialist coming in. It's kind of like bringing in Joe Nathan.
Kruger near the back line. Set for Bergman. And she'll get the kill. And I'm not so sure that one would have stayed in.
I'm not sure either.
And now Sorrow at the service line for Mounds View.
Nice deep serve.
Egan pokes it over. Brown touch. No.
They said the Cardinals touched the net. That's game point for Mounds View. I'm not sure what that was, Joe Yen.
I don't know either, but I missed a point. No, it's 23.
No, it's 23. Okay.
23-17. I don't know. The referees give these hand signals to the coaches, like this is what you did wrong, and I don't know that. That one is played long by Bergman.
Makes it 23-18.
Yanni at the service line. Coon Rapids needs to reel off 5 straight. And that one, not enough height on the set and played into the net. Well, this is about where we were in game 2, and it was Mounds View that rallied to the tie, and Coon Rapids not going to be able to rally to the tie here because now it will be game point. They could rally to the tie 24 for certain. It could happen. But down by 5 and facing game point. Young plays it over. Poked over by Tenney. Nice save by Egan.
The big roar goes up for her.
Reinhardt attacking. Kruger is there. And that time Reinhardt will put it on the floor.
Nice point for Coon Rapids. 24-20. Lacey Reinhardt up front getting the point.
Tori Crafty serving. Goebel attacking. Cardinals got a piece at the net. Jones pushes it over. Goebel right into the corner. And Mounds View has survived elimination and forced game 4. They get to win here in game 3, 25-20. We'll be back with game number 4 from Roger E. Carlson right after this. Back at Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse, Mounds View comes back to win game 3 and extend this to game number 4. And this is the first game that Mounds View has really seemed in control at any point in the match. They jumped out early, got out to a 9-3, 10-4 lead, and just kept their distance. Coon Rapids cut into it a little bit, but Coon Rapids really unable to put together any big runs. I think their longest run was 4 points.
They see the final stats: 10 kills versus 7 for Coon Rapids. Not a lot of blocks and not a lot of aces in that third game.
By my unofficial tallies, by the way.
Oh, I'm never gonna bring that up. It's unofficial. It's always official here at CTN when you're doing the stats. It's officially Joe Young done.
Right. Mounds View hoping that they can have another controlled game here in number 4 and force a deciding game 5. Coon Rapids would just as soon like to end it here, I'm sure.
I would assume so.
Be a big confidence building victory for this program.
Yeah, it definitely would.
Laura Goebel serving and getting the ace. Got that one right into the chest of Maria Kubik. Mounds View has scored the first point in the last 3 games.
Miss hit by Reinhardt there. Quickly, it's 2-0.
Oh, they've scored the first point in all 4 games. So what do you think of that action?
Unofficially.
No, that part I can guarantee. That huge power from Reinhardt there, but Goebel made the save. Comes Reinhardt again, right on the back line. Unofficially, I ever for 11 kills in the match.
We'll see the play again here.
Attacking is Fertig. Nice dig by Kubik. And Young plays it into the net.
Mustangs with a 3-1 lead.
And Sato gives them the point right back by playing it into the net. Young at the service line for Coon Rapids. Kruger is there. Sorrow tipped it over the defense to get her point.
Oh, nice touch. Just realized there's a little bit of an open spot in the floor, able to just gently push that over the net for the point.
And that's the type of composure at the net we've been talking about. So impressive for a freshman.
You bet.
Reinhardt played it over kind of backhanded. Atkinson able to find a hole in the defense. And quickly it's Mounds View ahead 5-2.
A little more miscommunication, I think, a little bit on the behalf of the Cardinals. A little caught out of their defense.
Hayes pushes it over. Nice save by Kaczynski. Hayes attacking, and this one's long.
Well, the Cardinals don't want to fall behind too quickly. The whole new ball game if Mounds View gets this 4th game.
And 5th and deciding game is a quick one, only to 15.
Yep.
This one tipped over again by Sorrow. And I have her unofficially for 9 kills in this match. Nice save by Yanni. And a timeout for Coon Rapids, trailing early 8-2.
Yeah, they're having a tough time falling apart a little bit. It's a good timeout by Coach Lee. She's going to talk to her squad a little bit, try and calm them down, realize that they still have a 2-1 lead.
But you don't want to lose this one and face that elimination game. Like to take care of business right here. There you see the scores. Coon Rapids 25-17 in game number 1. Had some really nice long streaks to help them to that victory. And then 25-23 they won after Moundsview had charged back and tied it at 23. And then the Mustangs able to hold off a Cardinal rally late in game 3 to get the 25-20 win. And now you see up 8-2 here early in game number 4. Jenny Kaczynski serving for the Mustangs. Ashley Engen onto the floor, and she gets the play off the serve. Attacked by Jones. Grand Rapids touches the net.
It's going to make it 9-2. Big lead out for the Mustangs here out of the gate in game 4.
That serve is long. Angela Cook back onto the floor for the Cardinals. Alicia Reinhardt at the service line. By Fertig. Atkinson's attack, nice dig by Hayes. Jones attacking. Stopped at the net. Jones able to save it and attacks again. Nice diving save there. Goebel pushes it over. Hayes stuffed. Great save. A little miscommunication there on that point again. Jones attacking. Kaczynski got the dig, but nobody can catch the pass.
That's going to put the lead at 10-4 now for Moundsview. A couple of substitutions in for Coon Rapids. Beaujolais and Carolyn Egan checking in to the lineup.
Picked up by Fertig. Goebel attacking from the left side. Stuffed by Egan.
Nice job up front by Carolyn Egan. She's got a big crowd here, big fan club.
Abby Beaujolais, one of my favorites on the club because I see eye to eye with her.
Yeah.
At 5'2".
You're that tall.
Just barely. Ooh, huge hit for Megan Hayes.
A big kill. That cuts the lead to 4, 10-6. We'll see if this run continues for the Cardinals, how quickly Moundsview will call a break in the action.
Nice save right there by Engen. And then Engen able to pass it over. Goebel attacks right through the seam in the defense.
Big kill.
Sorrow at the service line. Picked up by Yanni. Played over by Egan. Attacking is Atkinson. Picked up by Yanni. Played over and too long by Cook.
That's going to put the lead at 12-6. And, you know, a lot of this, I think, comes down to the inexperience of the Cardinal squad. And as the season continues to continue to grow, I think this team will develop more and more experience.
Hayes with the kill to end the streak. Gets served back to the Cardinals. It's her 5th by my tally. Maria Kubik, another one of my faves. Checking back in. Yep.
About the same height.
5'3".
So, she's a little taller.
A little taller
than you.
Sottles attack picked up by Kubik. And the kill for Angela Cook.
Nice job up front by Cook, able to get that time her leap perfectly, get the kill to cut it to 12-8. See it again, good set strong kill.
Goebel will just push this one over. Yanni in the corner. Kubik played over by Cook. Goebel the set. Goebel will push it over again. Beaujolais is there. The set by Egan. Tack is stuffed. Played right back over by Engen. Sottle in the middle. Picked up by Beaujolais. Egan plays it over, but all the way across court and out. It's a 5-point lead for Mounds View at 13-8 here in game number 4. Mustangs trying to force a 5th and deciding game in this non-conference contest, and that is a winner for Ashley Engen. Passed it over her head, the back pass to the floor.
She planned it that way. Saw that hole in the defense. Nice play up front, up with that.
Big kill for Goebel.
Yeah, she's been
it right back.
She's been a force up front for the Mustangs. She's come through with some timely kills.
Well, and a number of different players picking up for the Mustang offense. Been pretty balanced. They've got a number of solid attackers, including Jenna Tenney right there. Unofficially, of course, I've got Sautel with 6, Tenney with 7, Goebel with 6, and Sorrow with 9 kills. Atkinson has 4, and that is an ace for Goebel.
Well, Engen thought that was going to go out, but she let that one go and get the point for Mounds View.
Oh, worked once, but this time Engen's behind the back pass into the net, and it's a 17-9 lead for the Mustangs.
Now the momentum's definitely swung towards the side of the Mustangs.
Mustangs getting under the net that time, or into the net. Crafty and Jones back onto the floor. Goebel there to pick up the serve. Sottle blocked, but out of bounds.
$18-10 now in favor of Mounds View. They've really come out here in game 4 and controlled.
Tipped over by Engen. Attacking is Ferdig. Nice save by Yanni. Played over by Engen. Tenney plays it long.
Joe, this is a point now where the Cardinals have to go on a run. Down by 7. They can't afford to give up too many more points. They have to close the gap right here if they want to win this in 4.
Katie Young at the service line. And that soft pass back over the net. Mistimed a little bit by the Cardinals. And they were unable to make the Mustangs pay. Now Kaczynski at the service line for Mounds View. Yanni is there. Set. And Hayes gets the kill.
Oh, great placement by Hayes.
Cardinals have put together, they have a number of different players that can put the ball down. Of course, we've talked about Alicia Reinhart with 11. I've got Megan Hayes unofficially for 6 kills, Young for 5, Jones for 4, and Trelly Brown for 3. And I think Jones has got to have more than that. Coon Rapids played it over the net. And it's 20-12. Looking more and more like this one will go to a 5th and final unless the Cardinals can pull something out of their hat.
Yes, it does, but they start there by getting the kill. Cutting it to 7.
Paige Jones.
But you're right, there's a number of different players on both sides of the net that contribute for these two squads.
Kirsten Sorrow picking up her 10th kill of the evening.
Really good pressure up front by the Mustangs.
Young there to pick up the serve. Hayes attacking. Sorrow had it but couldn't keep it in play. Kubik serve. And Coon Rapids a little too eager, got the hands over the net.
Yes, they did. Makes it 22-14 now, just 3 points away from going to a fifth and final deciding game.
Coach Lee going to take the timeout here. As you mentioned, just 3 points away are the Mustangs from forcing that.
Well, and then you have to get confidence back.
Fifth and final.
If you do go to that fifth game, you have to get your confidence back, as Coon Rapids does, because they had that first two games won, and then Mounds be doing a good job of coming back and tie if they continue to go on the run that they're going on and tie it up. And then you have to see where you take it in the fifth game, because as you mentioned, only to 15.
Of course, just out of coincidence, the first 3 games, the first team to 15 was also the first team to 25, but
you're just saying.
I'm just saying. Nora Maxwell ready to serve for the Mustangs, leading this one 22-14. Make it 23-14. A little sloppy on the passing there, but the Cardinals get it over. And Tenney with the kill. And it's game point.
Yeah, they have just taken control in this game. Big confidence winning that third game and coming in here in the fourth game and really just dominating.
Young pushes it over and finds the floor. Reinhardt back onto the floor. Yanni will serve for Coon Rapids in need of a 9-point streak right here. Goebel attacks. Yanni is there. Egan attacks but wide. And we are going to a fifth and final. Coon Rapids won the first 2 games, but Mounds View has charged back. They get the 25-15 win in game number 4. We'll be back with the deciding 5th game after this. Back at Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse, live volleyball here on CTN. Non-conference action between the Coon Rapids Cardinals and the Mounds View Mustangs. And early on, Coon Rapids with 2 quick wins in the first 2 games, but Mounds View has stormed back. And a pretty impressive victory. Jumped out to a very early 9-2 lead and carried it to a 25-15 win in game number 4 to force a 5th and final deciding game in this contest. And Howie, I don't know, we talked about mental mistakes a lot in game 1 on both sides. And I think both teams have done better in the later games, but momentum certainly has shifted in Mounds View's favor in games 3 and game 4. But I wonder how much of it is the fact that they're primarily seniors versus a very sophomore-dominated lineup in Coon Rapids.
Exactly. As this season progresses and they have the lead, they'll learn to play with the lead. And that's something that they don't have at this point in the game. Now they're playing that they're trying to finish this out. Tied at 2, it's back to square one, and we'll see if that experience for the Mustangs comes through in this final game.
Well, and really the momentum is even more important here in game number 5. Whichever team is able to get out to that early lead, that can be huge.
Now, I think the first team that goes on a little bit of a run will have the big advantage here in the 5th game.
Well, and I think that may be the biggest difference between the first 2 games and the last 2 is Coon Rapids has not been able to put together any extended runs, 4, 5, 6 points at a time. Reinhardt attacking and pounds it to the back line.
Well, they get the first point there, and I think that's important for a game 4 that Mounds View is so dominated. For them to come back and get that first point, they just have to do their best to keep it going.
Katie Young serving. He's a little sloppy at the net, but Cardinals able to keep it up and play it over. Tenney pushes it over. Jones is there. Young will play it over. Goebel. The set for Fertig. She's stuffed, and that's a Cardinal point.
Couple quick ones.
That was Paige Jones who stuffed it back onto the Mustang side of the net. Goebel picks up the serve. Tenney attacking. Yanni is there. Reinhardt, just a soft little poke away from the block. And Coon Rapids has a 3-0 lead.
And just great placement by Reinhardt, able to get that point and the 3-0 lead, as you mentioned, and a big early lead.
Tenney attacking again for Mustang. And another kill for Alicia Reinhardt. She's got 3 kills in the first 4 points. And a quick timeout for Mounds View.
And that's a big timeout because, as you mentioned, this game only goes up to 15 points. And a quick 4-0 lead for the Cardinals. Little concern for Coach Tom Wico.
More live high school action on CTN coming up on Friday, and it's a big one. Always a great rivalry between the Coon Rapids Cardinals and the Blaine Bengals. A little extra tension maybe between these two football teams after last year Cardinals during the regular season beat the Bengals for the first time in 10, 11 years. And then maybe a little overconfident as the higher seed in the playoffs. And the Bengals knocked them out in round 1.
Well, and this is an important game for Coon Rapids because Blaine comes in at 2-0. And at the Cardinals, even their record at 1-1 with that loss last week to Anoka. It's a big game for Coon Rapids.
Yeah, and they'll come out firing. They have to win on the road and playing against a team that put up over 400 yards of offense. Big block by Reinhardt. And it's a 5-0 lead.
Well, you talked about that confidence and that the fact that one team's a little bit younger than the other. This is where it's really going to come into place. Now with the 5-0 lead, you have to be confident and able to maintain that.
Good job by Yanni there, knowing where she was. Ducks under the attack by Fertig. And miscommunication on the part of the Mustangs as Kruger got it, and two players ran into one another as they went for that pass. 7-0 Coon Rapids. Sotto partially blocked, kept up by Hayes. Played over by Yanni, and just wide.
Well, that ends the run for the Cardinals. And
great run, though. I think that was the longest,
run.
their longest run of the game, or the match.
And at the most important time, Joe.
Yes. Sotto serving long. It'll go right back to Coon Rapids.
Ouch. That hurts. That hurts Mounds. Now 8-1.
Reinhardt's serve picked up by Goebel. Attacking is Tenney. Great save by Reinhardt. And she'll pass it over. That one too far. A nice stop at the line and give the kill to Angela Cook.
Another timeout by, I believe. Well, no, he's just going to walk and give some instructions.
Well, and I'm not sure how many timeouts they get in the 15-point games. I think they only get 2 in the long games and 1 in the 5th game. Cook tried to stop it at the net there again. Left-handed attack and a kill for Paige Jones.
That makes it 10-1.
And I guess we get at least 2.
There you go. And at this point,
yeah, all of that momentum that the Mustangs had in the first or in the second 2 games, games 3 and 4, has disappeared here as they have gotten to the 5th and deciding contest.
yeah, especially game 4. Because, you know, they dominated, the Mustangs dominated from start to finish of that game 4, and it looked like they were going to take control. And the best thing that happened to Coon Rapids, go on that 7-0 run and able to build it from there to make it 10-1 where we stand presently.
Look at the scores again. Coon Rapids winning games 1 and 2, 25-17, 25-23. And then the Mustangs charge back 25-20 and 25-15. And now here we are in the 5th and final. Coon Rapids leading 10-1. Reinhardt serving and getting the ace as the Mustangs just let it slip through. It's 11-1.
Well, you can feel it at this point. After that 4th game loss, Cardinals came out and they weren't gonna back down, and they've been so controlling.
Nice save by Fertig, and then something we haven't seen really all game is Kirsten Sorrow mistiming her jump. In the absence of Lau, Kirsten Sorrow has been the strongest hitter of the game for the Mustangs, although she's had help. I'm not saying she's doing it alone, but that one played with 2 hands by Cook. And desperation time for the Mustangs, however, as they trail 12-2 here in this final contest.
Well, true, and what the Cardinals need to just realize, they're just 3 points away from winning this game. Take 1 point at a time.
And they'll get one back right there. Kaczynski serving, picked up by Yanni. Jones attacking, and she'll get the kill.
And that's a big point. 13-3 now, just 2 away from what I think is a real big win for this Cardinal program. Nice play up front.
Boisjolet's serve, picked up by Kruger. Quick set. Nice save, but the Cardinals unable to get it back over. And Sorrow, sometimes she comes up with the big hit, sometimes she just tips it over. We've seen that from the big hitters on both clubs. Back set, poked over by Hayes. Stepped on the line.
I'll make it 13-5. Still a big hole for the Mustangs to dig out of.
And that serve is long. It'll make it match point for the Cardinals.
That was a big mistake for the Mustangs.
Well, I was just about to say, after you had mentioned that it was a big hole, I was going to say especially in rally scoring where every mistake is a point for your opponent. And here's Peterson, who came in and got an ace the first thing she did. This time it's picked up by Kruger. Goebel attacking, stuffed, picked up by Kaczynski. And that one not over the line. That's game, set, and match. Coon Rapids.
Yeah, nice game, a nice way for the Cardinals to come back after being outplayed, especially in that fourth game. Doing a great job of using that ability at the net and to get this win, and that's a big win for the program. Puts their record at 2-4 and drops the Mustangs to 6-5.
And especially big victory because Mounds View had stolen that momentum and come back to tie it at 2 games apiece. But then the Cardinals able to come out and put it away in game number 5. We'll take a short break and be back with some post-game reaction to wrap things up right after this. Back at Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse, the Cardinals victorious in 5 games over the Mounds View Mustangs. They go 25-17, 25-23, and then after the Mustangs came back to tie with wins in game 3 and 4, the Cardinals came out and just blew them away in game number 5. They scored the first 7 points and led 12-1 on their way to a 15-5 victory in game number 5. An absolutely stellar performance in that final game. There you see the numbers, 15-5, the final score. The Cardinals with 6 kills, 2 blocks, and 1 ace. I had Mounds View for just 1 kill in that 5th and deciding game. A big win, as we talked about, sending the Cardinals to 2-4. A nice way for them to bounce back after 3 straight losses at the end of the Keller Classic. And to get some reaction on the victory, Howie Shapiro is over with head coach Megan Lee. Howie?
Thanks, Joe. Yes, I am here with head coach Megan Lee. And Megan, first of all, nice job winning on that game. And you lost. You won the first 2 games, came back in the second 2. Tell me a little bit about your thoughts, what you told your team.
We came out this game kind of saying, you know what, let's start over. This is our new home opener. A lot of fans here tonight. And just believe you're the team that, we've been saying that you are. And that's what they did the entire match. They never thought, hey, we're done.
Mounds, you had that momentum, especially in the 4th game. What did you talk to your team between the 4th and the 5th game? They came out and they just dominated that final game.
Yep, we just talked about being low error team, kind of playing our game, our tempo, not letting them take, that momentum away from us, and they did a nice job of it. One
thing Joe and I were talking about this, we talked about the youth on this team, and we wondered if, the lead diminished after the first 2 games. They played so well with that 5th game, and they did a really good job of coming back and saying, we're not going to let this game get away from us.
Yep, I think that they're, seeing that they have a future in front of them, and that, we gotta keep fighting, and it's not going to just be, hey, we're great volleyball players and we win matches. We got to keep fighting in order to make them, what we want them to be.
Well, great win, continued success. Joe, right back to you.
Well, thank you, Howie. Congratulations to Coach Lee and her entire team. It was certainly looked like it could have been a blowout, but put some drama into the building as we went the full 5 sets, and then the Cardinals just dominate in that 5th set. Stay tuned to CTN. We've got some great live high school coverage coming up here on CTN. Football at Coon Rapids at Blaine coming up on Friday. The Cardinals trying to bounce back from their loss to the Anoka Tornadoes. Before that, though, we do swimming on Thursday. Cardinals hosting the Pirates from Park Center. And then on Tuesday, September 16th, girls tennis as the Cardinals host the Rebels from Champlin Park. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. I want to thank all of you for tuning in. You had a choice between the Packers-Vikings NFL opener on Monday Night Football or watching Cardinal Volleyball on CTN, and we want to thank you for choosing us over the big guys. But again, the final score, it's Coon Rapids in 5 sets. 25-17, 25-23, 20, 25, 15, 25, and 15-5. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying goodnight.